Hey guys, so last night I came out publicly as transgender. I wrote a long note explaining the whys and hows and what brought me to this point of really needing to come out and be authentic and honest. And everyone has been really supportive, like more supportive than I expected them to be, so I was definitely pleasantly surprised by that. So what I want to do today is primarily to make a video to serve as a baseline. This is where I'm starting. I do plan to be put on testosterone, though at this point, I'm not sure when that will be, because I don't know if the doctor that I'm seeing follows WPATH standards or Harry Benjamin standards or what. I do know that she does not do informed consent, so it will most likely be a minimum of 5 months before I can start T. And possibly 1 to 2 years, just depending on the standards that she uses. I do know of a clinic in Indianapolis that gives letters for hormones based on informed consent. So I'll probably look into that and see if my insurance might possibly cover that visit. And if so, I would really like to take that route. So those of you who know me personally know that I've had some experience in theater and in vocal music. That's actually given me a really good head start with my voice because I'm used to manipulating the way that my voice works to produce the kind of sounds that I want to. Um, I've affected my voice downward for most of my life. I actually got yelled at about it by my private voice teacher in college because it's really not a healthy thing to do, and it can cause a lot of fatigue and strain on the vocal cords, which doesn't mix well with classical singing and all the stamina and openness that takes. But I do affect it down. I'm affecting it down right now. My natural voice is quite a bit higher. So what I'm going to do is take a short snippet of text. I'm using a standard reading passage that's used in speech language pathology assessments. And I'm going to read it first in my downward affected voice, so this voice, the voice I use most often when speaking. Then I am going to read it in my natural voice, and then I'm going to attempt to affect my voice further downward and see if I can produce a lower sound in a way that sounds pleasant to me. Then whenever I go on testosterone, I can do the same thing again once a month or so and have a full record of what changes happen for me at what times. So this is going to be the first reading. I'm going to use my voice that I use most often, which is slightly affected downward. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow. A rainbow is the division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a large round arch with its high path above two ends, apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he is looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay, this is going to be the second reading. This reading I'm going to be doing in my natural voice, which you can tell is quite a bit higher. This is how my voice sounds when I don't affect it downward, when I take basically all of the strain and all of the tension out of my voice, and it's much more physically comfortable, but obviously mentally kind of uncomfortable. And the reading is: when the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow. A rainbow is the division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a large round arch with its path high above the ground and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he is looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. All right, this is going to be my third reading, and right now I am affecting my voice as far downward as I can without it being very uncomfortable. Um, it's it's definitely not comfortable by any means, and it doesn't feel natural to me just because I'm so used to the level of affectation that I put on a daily basis. Um, this is probably about as low as I could maintain for um, more than just a couple of sentences. So the third reading is: when the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow. A rainbow is the division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a large round arch with its path high above and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he's looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So those were my 3 readings, and I guess I will see you guys at whatever point I get put on testosterone. We'll do this again. I'll do it, maybe on a once a month basis in order to just check in and see where the development with my voice goes. Thanks for watching, guys.